go live.
We are
Everybody's
live.
live. It's
are
super
live.
exciting. Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Geek Spot News. You got Jack here. You got Mr. 6'7", Frank over there.
6'7"?
You don't know. It's old. It's very 80s.
It's not. It's new.
It's
6'7"
very
's
80s.
new.
No. It's already old.
No, it's not. It's all new.
It is. My daughter told me. She said she's tired of that crap. It's
Oh,
old.
is she?
It's very 80s.
You know, I do it at work all the time unintentionally. We'll be talking about something and I'll like, it comes up in conversation and my boss will look at me and go, really? And I'll go, what? And then I'll think and I'll go, oh, damn. It really wasn't on purpose this time.
Yeah, there's a whole generation that doesn't realize that we use 6 or 7 times all the time.
I did.
Because I do it all the time.
The next graduating class is 2026, 27. Here we go.
It is. There you go. Hey, Charles, Pete in the chat. Good to see you guys. So we were a little bit late. There was some storms in the area that had some impacts on internet on Monday. So Frank, how'd that do for you and the rest of your week, man?
Yeah, it was a fun night. It came on, then it went off, then it came on, then it went off. Then it stayed on. It sucked.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it did. It sucked.
How about besides that? How was your week?
You know what?
How was your Father's Day?
It was whatever. Cool. I have ignored every human being on the face of the earth on Father's Day, except for like you and like 1 or 2 other people.
I've noticed that your phone has been on notifications and been silenced since then.
It has, because I took everybody out because I just wanted a kind of a week of peace. But I still look. I look when you text and I text back and my old D&D group is starting to stir. Pete's part of, and we're starting to kind of try to piece back together a campaign we played 6 years ago, and get everybody fired up to play again. I can't find any of my character information. I did find my dice, and since we're old, we're very old. We're going to play 2nd edition rules because none of us want to take a year off to learn 5th edition.
Well, so what I've heard, though, is they are getting rid of 5th edition now.
Oh, goody.
And they're actually making a move, Wizards of the Coast. I believe that's still who owns it?
Yes, I think.
Or owned it at some point. Whoever owns it now is pushing AI DMs.
Nope, I'm out. Don't want AI DMs.
That's what they're going for now with the new push for D&D.
No. But we all know 2nd edition rules like the back of our hand for the most part. It's just a matter of can I find my character in time and bring the adventures of the Cleric of Hextor back into life?
It's a great question.
I will keep you updated weekly once we start playing on how the campaign is going.
Fantastic.
Excited. Oh, I know you're thrilled.
I should be updating everybody on Critical Role, but I have not gotten to start that yet. So,
also,
right, Legends of Vox Machina, Season 4.
Listen, Chaos, you can tell me you love me all you want in private, not for the whole world to see. That was supposed to be our secret, and now everybody knows.
Sounds like a great side quest coming up in your campaign.
It's a whole different kind of side quest. Yeah, whole different. Yeah, I don't normally play cleric. I usually play a fighter. I wanted to try something different this time. 6 years ago, that was my thinking. I have no freaking idea. Like, I found books. I found stuff scattered all over the place. But I have not found the actual character that I need to play with my binder. So that's going to be fun to find. Yeah, I need luck. How about you?
Played a bunch of gigs, had some outdoor stuff going on with the gigs. The weather was cooperative all weekend, which was great. Watched some stuff. I had time to finish Widow's Bay, which is great. I had time to get caught up on Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, which is great. Watched a Little Dragon. Watched some. There's some trailers and things that dropped. Other than
Yeah.
that, nothing too crazy for the last week. Mainly just gigs and reading, just working my way through the Stormlight Archive still.
I think I asked you before. Did you watch Battlestar Galactica when it came out? Like the
No.
rebooted version?
No, I watched it like maybe 6 years ago.
But the rebooted version, not the 1975.
No, I never. 75.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to watch that. But you did watch the newer one.
Me, other than I think I had a Cylon when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. I had the ship.
I think Kenner jumped in on the Cylons.
I think I had the Cylon ship because it was cool. It was a little like disc looking thing. No, I just wasn't sure if you had actually watched.
Yeah, I went through and binged it a while ago.
Did you like it?
I did.
Oh, good.
I didn't love the way it ended, but I liked most of it.
A lot of people said that. Okay. I was just curious if you had watched it. I was going to suggest that for your next, like, what I have. You know, you watch The Office and kind of reviewed it every week, and I was going to suggest that as a thing.
No, I feel like there's enough Battlestar rewatches currently active.
Well, yeah and no, but
There's one. It's active enough.
It's a reaction show. It's not a rewatch. It's a first watch.
Yeah, I don't. I will find something for my next one of those. Right now, I'm too busy turning the TV off. And like I said, working through the Stormlight Archives.
Such a
I just
good
got to book 3. So.
Oh wow, you're catching up to me really fast.
Yeah, 3 books to go. So. Plus 2.
It doesn't have 6 out yet.
No, I have 3 to finish, and 4 and 5.
I watched the original V series when it came out. I really don't think it's going to hold up, but
It does. It holds up so well. It's fantastic. I rewatched most of it. At least I rewatched the miniseries. And yeah, I watched it when it was originally on the air too, Charles.
it was great.
It was. And then I even watched the reboot.
I did not. I don't think I finished the reboot. I started it because that had, if I recall, it had Morena Baccarin in it and Laura Vandervoort.
Yep.
In it.
That was Vanessa and her daughter.
Okay.
Diana and her daughter.
And was there anybody from the original in it?
They popped in.
Okay.
Mark Singer played an old grizzled, like, mentor to some people, because it starts the first season. Whereas the original kind of had the miniseries ran from like, hey, they just got here, to like, oh crap, what do we do?
Right.
This show ran for a season, and all of it was still in that initial miniseries part where it was all like everything was still civilized, so it wasn't like the Robert Englund making babies part yet.
Okay, gotcha.
It had multiple people from the original show. The original Diana showed up for something. I think she played Diana's mother in it, actually.
I am in the middle of season 4 of the Eureka rewatch that I do every once in a while fitting in. Look, I love the Duttons. Okay,
you do.
But it's a heavy show. It's not a show that I could binge watch Yellowstone because that wasn't as heavy, which is weird. But this show is very thick, like drama, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's picked up for a second season already, also, and I'm like 4 episodes in, and I really do like the characters. It's a lot. I can't watch that multiple episodes in a row. I got to break it up with something like a little lighthearted.
Oh, I could do Wynonna Earp. Charles is recommending other shows for that. Wynonna Earp, I believe that is with the girl from from Letterkenny, as well as Pike's wife on Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Strange New World.
Well,
I believe she is Wynonna Earp, if I am correct.
It is not his wife, but I know who you. Melanie Scrofano.
Yep,
yes.
That is her.
Okay,
and it is his wife by the end of season 3.
They didn't get married.
They did with the kid and all the stuff and the future forward where they saw what their life would have been, Frank.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you not watch Strange New Worlds?
Yeah, but that was the future. That's not what happened
Do
now.
I need to teach you about Star Trek?
No, you do not. I can't wait for that to come back. But
I could do that. I could also do Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I would restart Brooklyn Nine-Nine to watch along with you Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay, maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
We'll see. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in the next few weeks.
Yes. Yes, there is. But you know what's happening tonight before we get started with everything else? I'm waiting for you. That was you do the graphic thingy. We actually have one tonight, which is mind-blowing to me because we haven't had one in.
I got to add audio that says Frank's list for all the audio people because they don't know what's going on.
Oh, do you want me to sing it? Like Michael Rosenbaum did it? Yeah,
no.
I'll sing it. It'll be fine. I can do that.
Is it your point of view?
So tonight it is. So tonight on the eve of the NHL draft, which is Thursday. 6:25. Okay. My remote's arriving soon. I needed a Roku remote. We're going to do the 10 greatest, according to this published list earlier in June, the 10 greatest Steven Spielberg movies of all time. That's a bold statement of all time.
It is.
And we're going to see, number one, how Jack reacts to these. And number two, how many have I actually seen?
At least 3 should be Indiana Jones movies. So,
well, we'll see. Because
at least 2 should be Indiana Jones movies.
At number 10,
I feel 3, but people say
number 10, we're going to do an animated movie. We're going to do The Adventures of Tintin from 2011.
Gets rave reviews from him.
I didn't see it.
I did not see it either.
Okay.
I've heard all about it. I remember the original Tintin, the comic books, but I did not, and the original animated, but I did not watch that movie.
Fair. At number 9, way back in 2002. God, I hate saying way back. 2002. Catch Me If You Can. Another one I have not seen.
Turned into a musical that is very popular right now. Won some Tonys. Currently being done by high schools around the nation. Did not see it either.
Tom Hanks and Leo.
Yeah. There's a sequel to it too, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I can count on one hand, probably less than one hand, how many Leo movies I've actually seen.
I probably would be shocked at the number I have actually seen.
I think I've seen Who's Eating Gilbert Grape and Titanic, and I think that's it.
Oh, I've seen way more than that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Movies that have Leo in them or movies that star him as his vehicle. Like there's kind of a little bit of a difference there.
Both. I think I've seen 2.
Oh, I've seen way more than that then. I saw most of Wolf of Wall Street.
It's been on before, but I've not actually seen it.
So at number 8, we go way, way back, even before 2002. We go all the way to 1989, and 8 is low for this, not knowing what's coming next. But Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is all the way down at number 8. So we need to have some real bangers ahead of this.
I can think of at least 3.
Probably.
Maybe 4.
But
no. Yeah, that's probably not a bad spot for that. I would probably put it in 6.
It depends on what's ahead of it and how they shuffle out. But this was The Search for the Holy Grail with Sean Connery playing his father. It's just one of my favorite Indiana Jones movies. At number 7, Close Encounters of the Third Kind from 1977. One of his earlier movies.
Yeah, I would have.
This is his first.
I would have put that higher than that, but okay.
Okay, this is his first Alien movie.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
Richard Dreyfuss' vehicle. Right after, I think it was follow up to Jaws. Really fantastic movie.
Oh yeah. At number 6,
for its time.
At number 6, we have the movie where the title character doesn't even need to be in the movie for the outcome to be the same. Thank you, Big Bang Theory. Raiders of the Lost Ark from 1981 at number 6.
That's really low.
It is. But if you watch that episode of The Big Bang Theory where they make sense that taking Indiana Jones out of the movie does not change the ending of the movie in any way, shape, or form. Because the Germans, spoiler alert, the Germans still get the Ark. The Germans still open the Ark. They just probably do it much earlier in the movie.
But you know what's funny? That scene wasn't there. That was added on, like at the very tail end. Like an editor's like, hey, you need a way to wrap this up.
Oh, really?
And like added like the scene right before that where they like go and they get back to New York. So like that wasn't even in there. Yeah. It's
okay. There's another one that's a pretty low. It makes the top 5, but back from 1993, the first Jurassic Park. Is that too low?
No.
Number 5?
Yeah, depending on what, I would put Jurassic Park under Raiders, but
okay.
I don't. So there's 4 above it.
There's 4 more. Yes. Number 4 might be one that I would put at the top, but that's just biased because I was a child when I saw this in 1982. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I think 4 is a good spot for that.
Spawned one of the worst video games of all time.
I'm just trying to figure out what the other one in the top 3 is because I know 2 of them, but I can't. I did. Did you play that worst video game?
I did. I played the hell out of it.
Me too. It was actually really
a $50 video game. You're damn
there was
right.
no way to win, but it was very fun.
No, I never knew how to win. It was that and Pac-Man and Space Invaders on the old Atari.
Yes.
Coming in at number 3, even further back, all the way to 1975, Jaws.
That's 3?
That's 3.
I would have put that at 2.
Okay.
So I don't know what this other one is.
Okay. So in 1998, there was a little movie called Saving Private Ryan that came in at number 2.
I forgot that was Spielberg. Okay.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. This is a good list.
This is an absolutely good list. And the number 1 movie, so let's see. Let me recap. I did see Saving Private Ryan. I did see Jaws. I did see E.T. I saw a lot of these. I did see Jurassic Park, and then I stopped watching them after that. I never saw any of the sequels to Jurassic Park.
I don't mind the original trilogy. The 3rd one's awful.
If you had one guess on what the number 1 Steven Spielberg movie,
Schindler's List.
That's it. Schindler's List from 1993. This actually was.
I'd forgotten Saving Private Ryan. And I did look, and I think I've seen 4 Leo movies.
I've never seen Schindler's List. Is that a shock?
No. I was just on the wrong side of the age to watch that when it came out. So, because it came out, what, 90?
93?
93? Yeah, I was.
Now you got me curious.
And that kind of stuff.
I have to take a second now and look at the Leo movies.
Project Blue Book. Yeah, so Leo movies I have seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I forgot about. I've seen The Departed. I've seen The Man in the Iron Mask.
Oh my God, I forgot he was in that.
I've seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and I've seen Titanic. So I've seen 5. So I had the one hand.
Okay, so the last Leo movie I've seen, I'm back to 2016 and I still haven't found one. Okay, there's Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, I saw Don't Look Up too. Damn it. I actually really enjoyed Don't Look Up. So I've seen 6. I lied. But yeah, it's he's done a lot of really well respected movies, just not in my wheelhouse because they're not funny, and I prefer funny or action.
Why is my list ending at?
And he does a lot of heavy lifting.
2004.
You're probably on producer because that's the list that pops up first, not actor. By the way,
what? I gotta do it this one. No.
Yep. So yeah. So I mean, look, he was in The Beach, which I don't think I ended up watching the whole thing. I didn't watch all of Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, Man in the Iron Mask, Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street. You
probably saw The Quick and the Dead.
Nope.
Really?
I saw him in Roseanne.
Oh, no, I'm not counting TV shows, though. I said movies.
No, I've actually only seen him in about 5. I think I saw Gangs in New York, maybe 7 movies total. I thought I saw a lot more.
So not a big Leo show. Not a big Leo show here.
Really weird. Interesting. Okay.
Surprising. Well, that was a nice little list there, Frank.
That was actually a good list. I'm very proud of myself.
So that brings us to
I had to get a sounder that says Geek News.
Yeah, I got it every time that I tried to generate one of those that not that I would use AI for any of these things. It gave me two random people behind a news desk that were not Frank and myself.
That could be funny, show. But
it's very weird. I was like, I don't need them. That's weird.
All right. So, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe has give its domestic total of $56 million.
Jesus Christ. This is so
a global return of $101.9 million, passing the $100 million mark. However, significantly below the $200 million budget. Now, the only positive thing to come out of that is that Amazon wants this to be a franchise, and Amazon will just throw more money at them to make another movie. This will almost assuredly get a sequel.
It is, yeah. Oh, they already announced the sequel.
Yeah. So
it is the 21st grossing movie of the year.
Where on the other side of things, below
and Help by M. Night Shyamalan, and already below The Sheep Detectives.
Where
and Mortal Kombat 2.
On the other side of things,
Scary Movie. And Scream 7.
Toy Story 5 is projected to earn a 3-day total of $164 million at the domestic box office by the end of its opening weekend. I don't have the updated number on that, but I'm sure it shattered that or at least came close to it.
Worldwide, Toy Story is at $366 million its opening weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a pretty good opening weekend, and it's pretty much to be expected.
Though Michael is closing in on $1 billion.
I'm not shocked at that either.
My kid just went and saw it like 2 weeks ago. So like it's still out there and still
collecting them money.
Still making money. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you look at the top 10 year to date, I don't know what Pegasus 3 is, but it's Super Mario Galaxy is the only $1 billion so far this year. Then Michael at 942, Project Hail Mary at 683, which I still I need that to come on streaming soon. Then the Devil
Pegasus 3 is a action race movie. It looks like.
Okay.
It is
Devil Wears Prada 2 is
a Chinese movie. I'm sorry, it's a Chinese sports comedy film.
Oh. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is the number 4 movie of the year. So then you got Pegasus 3, then Hoppers, then Toy Story 5, then Obsession is number 8. Then The Mandalorian and Grogu, and then Backrooms. So all of these movies that have made the money this year, for the most part, are still in theaters except for like 2 of them.
Damn.
Except for Hoppers and Super Mario Galaxy.
I have a funny feeling a movie that we are both, well, that I definitely am going to see Saturday and that you hopefully will see tomorrow
morning,
is probably going to have a really good opening weekend and then plummet. I think it'll have a decent opening. It's not going to come close to Superman money. I think it's going to do about half of what Superman did its opening weekend. Critics are blasting the hell out of this Supergirl movie.
You're super generous. Go ahead.
All the reviews that I've seen without getting into spoilers, which I avoided like the plague, said that Millie Alcock does an absolutely fantastic job as Supergirl. That I've seen varying comments on Jason Momoa's Lobo. Some say he's too over the top. Some say he's not in it enough. Some say it is just plain bad. And
he's going to be he's been playing Lobo since he was in the DC. So like if he's Aquaman, he's fine.
Right. This is just Aquaman with leathers and a motorcycle and a cigar, right?
Pretty much the way he played Aquaman. He played Aquaman like it was Lobo.
Right.
Yeah, I don't feel I don't think it's going to do any better than Mortal Kombat 2 and Masters of the Universe. I actually bet it does about the same as Masters of the Universe.
Okay. I mean, I'm hoping it does really well, but a lot of people a lot of the critics seem to not the critics that actually know what they're talking about, but some of the fan critics are shitting all over James Gunn when James Gunn really didn't have anything to do. He oversaw it, but he didn't direct nor did he write this. The person that wrote this movie is the same one that's doing the Wonder Woman movie that's coming at some point. So, I don't know.
Wait, was it? It wasn't Christina Hodson that ended up writing this, was it?
No.
I got it. It was Anna Nagara.
Right. Who is also going to do...
Which is weird that they have it. So IMDb has it listed with her and Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel, who created Superman, but not Supergirl. That's nice that they get credit.
Crazy.
But Tom King should be credited because Tom King wrote the story that it's based on. So that's weird. I mean, she wrote episodes of the Michael J. Fox show, so that's great. Okay. Oh, she was an actress on the Michael J. Fox show. Sorry.
Was she?
She has written We Win and Supergirl, and that's it.
And she is going to be writing the Teen Titans film and the Wonder Woman film.
Yeah. I don't love any of that.
I
mean, she's from Philly, so cool.
Yay, go Philly. I mean, yeah,
it's a weird pull for me.
I am excited to go see the movie because I like going to the movies and seeing good movies, but I have a funny feeling this is going to be one of those, like, I'm not going to rewatch you. I might rewatch parts of you, but I'm not going to rewatch you again. Whereas I've seen Superman, I think, twice overall.
Yeah, I think this movie is going to struggle because I just don't think the audience is there for the character.
Yeah.
Like Lobo is massively popular with DC comic book fans. That's it.
Right.
If I asked my wife, "Hey, what do you think about Lobo?" She's zero. Hey, what do you think about Supergirl? Sure, she's blonde. Okay. What do you think about Spider-Man? Yeah, let's go see it.
Right.
Okay. Right. Like.
Yep.
So I don't. I also think, and I've said this before on the show, I think it's a very hard story to adapt the way they're trying to adapt it because it requires a lot of work as a comic book reader to get where they're going with it.
Well, there's also a lot of people that don't want to see Supergirl like a drunk, out of control maniac. That I've seen that a couple times by people, but that's part of the story of that from the comic.
It's like 5 minutes though. It's like the problem is they use that as her intro, but if you're reading the comic book, that's not your first entrance to Supergirl as a character. Like you've known Supergirl for years in all these other formats,
right?
And then this was a reimagining of the character as this trauma ridden, broken person, and why she's that way and what the trauma was and how she copes with it and how she comes out the other side of the story more hopeful and more in that. But, I've also heard that they reshot a bunch and put Superman in a bunch of it that he wasn't in originally.
Yeah.
So I'm worried that he will come in and save the day. Though in the comic books, Comet the Super Horse is in quite a bit.
Ooh, that would have been cool.
Lobo's not in any of it. So, we'll see how it goes.
I did see one reviewer basically said, hey, if you want to watch Supergirl, skip the movie and go rewatch Supergirl from the CW, which is a bold statement.
Yeah, especially after season 3.
I loved Melissa as Supergirl and enjoyed watching her most of the...
Look, she did a great job with that embodiment of Superman as it, where she was hope, right? She embodied the House of L symbol, right? Which I don't think we're going to get is the initial part here. And Charles did mention in the chat with our movie talk, Minis and Monsters, Minis and Monsters is going to be like the number 2 movie of the year until Doomsday comes out.
Probably.
Well, until Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So did you know that we almost got a Doctor Who and Star Trek crossover? No, you didn't.
I did not.
So in episode, where is it? Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. So in season 3, episode 6, the cell hat who ate its tail, There's actually a TARDIS visible in a blink and you miss it moment when they're showing the bridge from the outside. There's a TARDIS kind of stuck on one of the things that's wrapped around the Enterprise. Right, that's the one where it was eaten by the big ship, and it had all them. It had all the mine-looking things wrapped around it. And the engineer, the crazy engineer, Commander Pelia, played by the wonderful Carol Kane, also mentioned in the episode that she actually knew a doctor.
Yeah.
So they kind of were setting up to have a little bit of a crossover. But they tried and they weren't able to make that happen.
Very different studios.
Oh yeah.
You'd had to get to, but hey, if Paramount completes their Warner Brothers merger, Warner Brothers does have all the streaming rights, so I'm sure they can finagle something. Though I would not want Doctor Who stuck in that studio.
No. Did you know that Disney almost bought the rights to James Bond? I don't like it.
I've been fine with that.
Had it. Huh?
I would have been fine with that.
It was right when they scooped up Marvel, they scooped up Lucasfilm, Pixar, they scooped up 20th Century Fox, and I believe they were just like right there, and it got snaked out from under them before they got it.
Interesting. That would have been okay.
Maybe. Fox
I
think we mentioned
we talked about that last week.
The Avengers Endgame re-release is getting a new name. Did you hear this?
No, I heard there's Infinity Vision that's getting released, and is that part of the name?
It is not part of the name. It is. I lost it. Avengers Endgame Encore.
Great.
That they're gonna tie it right into Doomsday, which
I believe that is also the sequel to Spaceballs: The Quest for More Money.
Yes, very close.
As long as it goes to streaming before Endgame or what's it called, Doomsday comes out, I'm good with it. Like if they go and they release it in theaters and like 2 weeks later they update the Disney Plus version, great.
James Gunn had a chat with the people that are buying Warner Brothers.
I saw that.
And they were given basically right now they were given the go ahead, keep doing what you're doing. We're behind you right now. So I guess we'll see what happens. They are for now.
Huh? Of course they are for now, because then he'll leave now if they don't say that.
Right.
Instead of leaving when they put him in a new contract that he can't get out of.
You have Clayface that's coming out that looks to be wild.
It looks awful. So they did say it is the same Clayface that we saw in Creature Commandos.
Okay. Now,
but it is a prequel.
I'm not a big horror guy. I may skip it. I may watch it just to talk about.
Well, so it being a prequel, this is how we get out of having Batman in it.
Right.
Because they're going to make it predate Batman. Because we haven't seen Batman in the DC, and however they're going to do that, right? But
that's fine.
So it's a prequel. So this is going to be the guy that evolves into what we got in Creature Commandos.
They can't release Batgirl. They actually deleted the digital footage.
They have it.
They said they didn't. I believe whatever the studio tells me.
But then they broadcast it. Somebody broadcast it on the screen there after they said they deleted it.
That was footage from a guy's cell phone.
Sure.
So we have Clayface coming out. We have Lanterns TV show, which I actually am kind of looking forward to, only because I really do like Kyle Chandler. So I kind of give that a little bit more leeway. I'm really curious how they're going to do all that and how they're going to tie everything together with the Green Lanterns, because Guy Gardner is going to be in it too, and it's supposed to do time jumps and whatnot. Are you just introducing Hal to kill him off, or to make him retire? Like, it's
gonna be super messy. It's got a phenomenal cast. So
it does have a great.
I'm great with that.
Let me see.
We're gonna get a lot of John Young though, because it looks like there's a lot of John Senior.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna get a lot of John Stewart backstory, which is
We do have 3 new DC Studios shows that are coming that were revealed. We have Absolute Batman.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Absolute Batman boldly reinvents the Batman mythos for a new generation of fans, reimagining the Dark Knight as a working-class hero up against impossible odds and the most terrifying foes ever.
It is wild.
Prove that even in an era of wealth, power, and corruption, one good person can change the world. No manor, no money, all Batman. That sounds awesome, actually.
And the money thing is questionable. If you've because they're about 2 years in on the Absolute Universe in DC, a little over 2 years. And Absolute Batman was the first one they launched because they should have. Scott Snyder's writing it, who kind of reinvented Batman about 20 years ago. But it is fantastic. But it is like super dark and super twisted. And like Batman is just a massive individual. Like he's like the size that you think of when you think of Bane.
Okay.
And Bane is 10 times the size of that. And it's wild. It's a reimagining from top to bottom of the entire mythos.
Okay. I like the fact, I like the working man angle of it without having all the money. I'm curious. It sounds almost like a Spider-Man-ish, like the way Peter Parker before the Tony Stark thing was just like a kid trying to survive. But working man, I'm curious to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't get hung up on the working man aspect.
Gotcha.
It's just he's not the richest man in the world. Like, but he's got. When you see the things that he does, you're like, well, this guy's got money.
Gotcha. The second show on the list is Joker: Laugh Riot. When Batman is murdered, the Joker launches a ruthless crusade through Gotham's underworld to find the killer who took away his greatest adversary. But as his violent quest for answers pushes him closer towards vigilante than villain, Joker is forced to confront the truth that without Batman, he doesn't know who he is. That sounds interesting.
I'm intrigued to see the style of it. Like, is it going to be like Harlequin? It's what I want to know. Like, what's the style of this Joker show going to be?
And the last one is Crypto. When he's not hanging out with Superman or Supergirl, Crypto tags along with a group of misfit criminal wannabes who live down the block, and they soon discover he's a ball of destructive, lovable energy, worse than any of them. As he follows them into misadventures and poorly laid plans, Crypto's pure nature slowly ends up redeeming them, whether they want it or not.
Look, they need kid shows.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for the dog.
Right, so that's being done by the guy that did SpongeBob.
Oh,
so, like, they need that stuff.
Okay.
Joker Laugh Riot's done by one of the DC Animated Universe guys that just did Watchmen and Crisis on Infinite Earths, which were not good. So that makes me nervous about the Joker one. The Crisis one was like painful to watch. I don't even think I made it all the way through. There was three movies, 3 parts to that movie. And I think I fell asleep through at least 2 of them. And I love that story, but it was so twisted and so convoluted the way that they told that story that it makes me nervous for that Joker show. And Scott Snyder, who I mentioned, is actually show running Absolute Batman, which will be great. And we do also, speaking of other DC animation, Caped Crusader season 2 comes out very soon. Season 1 was great.
Well, I just noticed that the Facebook feed is not working because the connection was disconnected. So we'll just fix that for next show.
With a Hamish link letter.
July 23rd, we are getting the Big Bang Theory spinoff on HBO Max. And as I said to Jack, this thing looks, I watched the trailer, it looks funny and so expensive. And Jack replied with, they have House of the Dragon money. And I said, you know what? They spent the dragon money on Stuart Saves the Universe. Because holy crap, is this going to be an expensive show? And I don't know if it got a second season already or not.
I'll probably watch it at some point, but
it
looks stupid.
It looks so dumb. It looks right. It's in my wheelhouse. The dumb comedy thing is in my wheelhouse. But how much money is? I really want to know what that costs an episode.
I'm sure all the monies. Back to the DC thing real quick though. We also got Nightfall trailers for the anticipated Batman Nightfall.
Nice.
That's coming out, which is the story of how the Bat was broken. It was partially adapted into the Dark Knight Rises, Christian Bale movie where Bane shows up.
Right.
So you're getting that with Anson Mount as Batman, Michael Mando, who will be a Scorpion, coming up in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
As Bane, David Dastmalchian as the Riddler, and Pablo Schreiber as Azrael. This is where Batman gets his back broken and goes down, and Azrael comes in to take his spot, but it's a much more brutal Batman.
Right.
But it's like one of the big Batman stories ever written.
I remember that, and I remember playing through a little bit of it in Arkham Knight.
I think they touch it quickly, but not to the degree.
See Azrael, but not as Batman.
Correct. This is plays after that.
I am done the news.
All right.
And you did some watching stuff, right? And Pete said that I didn't talk about Dungeons and Dragons. Didn't I spend like 5 minutes at the beginning of the show talking about our second edition old people playing Dungeons and Dragons?
You did. It was right before Chaos professed their love to you.
That's right. Thank you, Chaos.
Pete also asked after
when do they cast Pedro as Batman? And hello to Davik watching over on the West Coast.
Pedro, he can't be Batman because he won't shave the mustache and it doesn't work with the cowl. So
Cesar Romero didn't shave the mustache.
I mean, look, if they did that and he did a Batman 66 reboot with the mustache painted, I'd be in 100%.
All in.
So I did watch some stuff.
Okay.
I'm not going to hit. I did not get to Avatar season 2, which just dropped. Why friend of the show Dom probably not here today is he's either in his second viewing of Supergirl by now, or still binging Avatar season 2 that dropped today on Netflix. So we'll talk about that more next week, and we'll have Supergirl there too. I did manage to finish Widow's Bay though, the horror movie on Apple Plus starring Matthew Rhys and all of the other people that guest star that you're like, oh, I know him. Oh, I know him. Oh, I know him. I know them. Ooh, they're great. Stephen Root is also in it, and he's amazing. Widow's Bay is fantastic. Like, I know you're not a horror guy.
No.
But it's not, there's horror components, but it's more like thriller. But supernatural, spooky stuff. It's great. It's excellent. The whole story, Hamish Linklater stars in it, is pops up for a little while as Betty Gilpin, and their episode that they're in is amazing. It's a flashback episode. But just the work they're like, it's weird because it's funny, but it's not supposed to be funny.
Gotcha.
But Matthew Rhys is playing somebody that's like so over his head, and like crazy shit's just happening around him all the time. Just his reactions are hilarious.
I love it.
He's like, what? But yeah, I highly recommend both that and Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed had this crazy twist last week, and this week, Tatiana Maslany's doing awesome stuff on that show. And that keeps taking. You're like, oh, how are there 3 episodes left? And then it takes a turn. You're like, oh, well, how is there not a whole season left? I don't understand. But yeah, both of those shows on Apple. Go do yourself a favor. Go find some time and watch those. They're both really well done. The acting's great. They're Apple. Everything on Apple for the most part's always been good, except for Stick. And even Stick got a second season. So.
Yeah, I just looking at what's on Apple, it reminds me that, oh my God, I've really got to stop watching Eureka, and I should start Silo, and I should start that show, and oh my God, I really should watch the one with
Silo season 2 in like 2 weeks. Season 3, sorry.
Oh, who's the guy? Oh, shit, I can't remember his name. He played Commissioner Gordon in the Christopher Nolan Batman.
Gary Oldman, Old Horses.
Gary Oldman.
Slow Horses.
Slow Horses, which is Also, before we move on to the spoilery thing, the Ponies show on Peacock was not renewed for season 2.
I know, I'm so pissed. I loved that show. It was so good.
I never finished it.
It's shocking.
I know, it's very shocking. What I don't watch fills more of jar of what I should be watching.
Unfortunately, they never finished their story anyway because it left on like a crazy cliffhanger.
Of course it did.
But it was such a great show. I'm annoyed that didn't get picked up because I thought it was really good.
Mm.
But they also advertised it like sort of, but I don't know where they advertised it. And they didn't advertise it as what it really was.
I never saw advertisements on any of the show, anything that I watched. Like they must have just advertised it during Peacock shows.
Yeah, they were on Peacock a lot. Was all the ads? It was like if you opened Peacock, it was like, hey, watch this. They should have ended up throwing it over to NBC. I think it would have been better. It's like a continuation of it. Would have been smart. But yeah. So anything? How are the Duttons? How are Rip and Beth?
I am 4 episodes back. Like I said earlier in the show, it's a heavy show to watch. I love it. I powered through Marshalls and I love that. The Duttons have already been picked up for a season 2.
Great.
Annette Bening's great in it. Ed Harris is great in it. Beth and Rip are really good. Cole Hauser and Kelly Riley. Even the kid isn't annoying. Like the kid in the Marshalls. Casey's kid is annoying.
Well, that's a given. Whine. Casey's kid is always annoying.
Yeah, this kid doesn't whine. A little bit, but kids be kidding. Yeah, I'm a couple episodes back on that. I will nickel and dime that, and hopefully, because the spoilers are flying all over the internet for stuff that happened with that.
Luckily, I haven't ever looked up anything for Dutton Ranch, so I don't see any of the spoilers.
That's good. No, it's not in your wheelhouse.
Look, I watched all the Yellowstone for you.
You did. You hate watched it for me.
God, it's so bad. I mean, the first 2 seasons were fine.
Like this red exclamation point on the Facebook thing is bugging the crap out of my OCD.
Yep, me too.
So we did both watch a show.
I'll for anybody that didn't get to watch it on Facebook, I will throw the video up after we're done on Facebook.
And I will fix it after we're done on it. Because if I fix it now, it stops the show. It literally says stop.
And not right before we get to the hot D.
Lot of hot D. I got to tell you, if you haven't seen the first episode of season 3 of House of the Dragon, the Battle of the Gullet, or whatever the heck it was.
That was right.
It was the Gullet. Okay. This is your spoiler warning that we are going to talk about Hot D on the show. It's a band too, you know that?
Is it?
That's a local band, yeah. Hot D. Good guys. Really good guys. We did sound for them a couple times, me and Berg. Berg did sound for them. I drank and did lights. Let me rephrase that. Listen, I wasn't in a great mood when I watched this show, so I kind of was like, meh, yeah, cool.
Look, it's
cool.
Honestly, it's weird for me how much stuff is premiering during the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird stretch to, like, with as much football as is on right now, it's a really weird time for all of these shows and movies and things to, like, premiere, especially for, like, international.
It is. I enjoyed the show. I did not read the books, so I am not aware of all of the changes that I keep seeing online. Is this changed and this changed? And the Lannister that went overboard. So apparently if he dies, that changes a ton of stuff leading up to what we watched. From what I read again, and the sheep stealer dragon. Thank you, Davik, for popping in and saying hello. The sheep stealer dragon that caused all of the chaos apparently was ridden by someone else.
Correct.
In the book. That,
since we already said spoilers, Nettles was the one that wrote it in the book, but they wanted to make it a Targaryen story.
Right, that Daemon has an affair with, but they gave that story to Rhaena?
Somebody with an R that starts their name, yeah.
It's definitely an R. I enjoyed the episode. It is just yet another character in the world of George R.R. Martin, even though he doesn't really have anything to do with it anymore on the TV show, where the son doesn't listen to the mother and pays for it dearly.
Well, no, but that was his call.
It was his call, but she didn't want him to do that. So, like, in a sense, he really just kind of ignored his mom, locked his mom in a room.
Yeah, well,
and went off and did what he thought was right.
I mean, George R. R. Martin. That was in his.
Yeah.
That's his thing. He just that's his kink is to disobey his mother.
Yeah, apparently.
You see a lot of his recurring kinks through all of his storylines. But look, it's also tough when they're like, well, this and this didn't happen. It's like this wasn't written as like a story. It was written as like parts of descriptions of people and their history. So it's not like it's like, ooh, well, this is all the stuff that like they're making it all. First of all, it's all made up to begin with.
Sure.
Second of all, whatever. It's a universe that has stopped fleshing out 20 years ago at this point.
Do you know that we have surpassed the time it took him for the first 5 books to be published while waiting for the Winds of Winter to be published?
Yeah, because now he has all of the money. He's got all the monies. He doesn't have to write anything.
No.
He's gonna wait till he's not around anymore, and then Brandon Sanderson's gonna roll in and fix it and make a great ending.
So really, really fast before we go back to the show, Game of Thrones came out in 1996. A Clash of Kings came out in 99. Then A Storm of Swords.
Oh, you mean the book? Okay.
The book in 2000. Then A Feast of Crows in 2005. Then A Dance with Dragons in 2011. And there has been no Winds of Winter, and there is no Dream of Spring. I don't even think he's going to finish. I'm pretty sure he said that if he passes before it's finished, tough shit. That's it.
It's not a surprise.
No. He is a little bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
What did you think of the show?
Look, I have trouble keeping track of all the people.
So do I.
Really they're all the same names, and they're like, look at this person. I'm like, I don't know who that is. Like, did we meet this person? Like when we met the new Hightower, I was like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who these people that came in from the forest are. Like, are they? Are they the Starks?
Those are the Starks, and that is Roddy the Ruin, played by. But
I also didn't remember like who they were fighting or why they were fighting or what they were like. I watched the recap. I
watched the recap because I wasn't sure.
Look, I enjoyed the episode.
Tommy Flanagan is playing Roddy the Ruin from Sons of Anarchy with the scars on his. He's got the scars here.
Got it. Yep. Scars. The Joker scar. The Joker smile.
Yep. I love Tommy Flanagan. He's great.
I don't know where. We're. Hold on. Let me reverse that. Rewind that. I think it's good. It feels so drawn out when they do stuff, but that's just the nature of the show. But like the battle, like I was like, all right, we're in the battle, and then they're like, well, let's cut to this dramatic. No, like just do the battle. I thought the stuff with the sea, what's his name, the sea guy, sea snake.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool. The stuff with the sun feels super forced. And I get that it's supposed to because he's supposed to be forcing it to happen. It's not like a natural thing for him. But I also don't know where the other 3, because they were supposed to be at the battle in the books.
Yeah.
But this one, they're like, no, they're just around doing shit places for no reason and hanging out. I don't understand why somebody hasn't just killed the one dude yet. So like, I'm just waiting for it's one of them to just get around to killing him. Because otherwise he's going to continue to just be annoying, and it's going to make me not care about the show. Because it makes no sense that like that dude's alive still.
If you hadn't pointed out to me that show was on Sunday, I totally would have missed it.
Oh, the advertising for it's been awful.
Yeah.
They dropped a trailer and like, hey, hope you remember. Bye. But yeah, like I said, I thought it was good. I thought the battle was cool. I don't love that the characters end up with such little growth. Like Jace, like they were like, oh, he's gonna grow, but just kidding. And then the Rhaena, yeah, sure. Rhaenys whatever her name is, with the dumb sheep stealer dragon with the underbite.
Yep.
Which those memes have been fantastic, by the way.
Yes, they have.
The one with the braces. Oh my god.
Yes.
Where that came in, like, took over, like, that was just weird. Like, I get it, she's young and impulsive, but like, and why his dragon, like, can't just use its claw and pull the rope out. Like, I was like, I don't understand. Or burn the rope. Like, I don't get
I didn't get that.
Some of the ways that they filmed it, like, didn't make sense to me, that like, oh, this would do that. I'm like, but would it? Why wouldn't another dragon come and like cut that rope too, or burn that rope? Or why couldn't he like cut that rope with the sword or like anything? It was very weird. I mean, good riddance to him. But I want to see Rhaenyra. It looks like she's going to be turned into a badass going forward, which I'm all about. Like,
she should have been all along, but
let's just do it and stop beating around the bush. I'm excited for where the season can go, but I wanted to start moving, because I think we know there's 4 seasons, right? Is that official?
I think.
So like, let's start. Let's not drag it. Let's start going. Is where I'm at. Yes. Season 4 will be the finale season. So like,
okay,
if we have 8 episodes a season, which I think is all we get, maybe, let's start cranking through stuff happening to spend all the money. That's where I'm at on the show. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see where this week goes.
8 episodes this season.
Yeah. So,
yep.
Cool. Like I said, let's just keep going. Let's get Damon to do some more stuff. I'd like them to start condensing. It seems like they're going to continue growing the cast instead of starting to bring us into more of the character. Like,
Nope.
Which I don't need that. Like, unless they're going to be super important and have some random tie, which, is normal in the fantasy realm here. But like, I don't need an expanded cast. It's already convoluted enough for me, for them to introduce more and more people. So,
well,
and they're introducing more and more people, it seems like, based on the previews for the rest of the season. So, but all in, it's good. We'll talk about it for the next 8 weeks.
I can't wait.
And then, as always, you can check me out at jackkidmusic.com. See where I'll be. I'll be in Bensalem Friday. I'll be down in Media on Saturday. Okay. Sunday, I'll be out in Marmora, somewhere at the Jersey Shore near Ocean City.
Marmora.
And then, and then we'll be back Monday to talk Supergirl and House of the Dragon and maybe some Avatar. We'll see what we get. Frank, where can people find you, buddy?
Well, the Island of Relevancy has already passed. We did that last night.
Oh,
this was not a hockey week for me. In fact, the game's going on right now that I'm missing, which is fine. You look around online and you'll see me. But next week you'll see me here, but not on Monday night.
So stay tuned to the Facebook and Instagram pages for when our schedule will be. And if you haven't yet, you can go find us over on Substack as well, in Geek Spot News. You can find the podcast there. You can find the video uploads. We'll do some more stuff over there in the future as well. So if you haven't already subscribed, go subscribe to our Substack. And thanks for finding the Geek Spot with us, everybody. We'll see you next time.